Well, hello, everybody. Happy Black Friday. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you being here. I am live today on Facebook. I'm live on LinkedIn and I'm live on YouTube. Welcome to the conversation, y'all. This is the Successful Author Series, and today I'm going to be interviewing an amazing author and awesome businesswoman. Her name is Kristina Roman. She's going to be sharing her story with you on how she became an author. And she's also going to be sharing with you a Black Friday special that she created just for you. So get a pen and a piece of paper. We're going to be dropping a lot of nuggets and a lot of notes. Y'all know how I teach. And if you don't know how I teach, welcome to my world. My name is Latasha. I'm an author, teacher, book coach, and speaker. And what I love to do more than anything else is help people write their books in 90 days or less with minimal stress. I mostly work with women entrepreneurs. And what we do in my camp is we write books quickly, efficiently, so that when we get on stage, we have a message, we're clear, and we're able to serve people at a high level. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring Kristina up to the stage so that she can share with you her story, a little bit about her business, and you can take advantage of her Black Friday special. All right. So coming to the stage, the amazing, the beautiful, the talented Kristina Roman. Tell us who you are, where you're from, and what you're doing.
Hi. Well, thank you for having me. I am Kristina Roman. I am the owner of Roman Coaching Academy. I am originally from Brooklyn, New York, and I live in Tampa, Florida currently. I have a Roman Coaching Academy, which is a platform that I use for business coaching for those who are entering the entrepreneurship realm, whether that could be full time entrepreneurship coming from a 9 to 5 or starting maybe like a side hustle or something extra to supplement income that you're looking for. So, what I do is I help those get started properly in your state, whether that's registering an LLC, getting your EIN, and getting registered properly. So I help business owners with their startup.
Yay. See, you guys are in the right place. If you're a business owner, if you're an author, if you're a coach, if you're a motivational speaker and you have a book is a product. First of all, I want y'all to know that, okay? Your book is your product. So even if you're a teacher and you've written a book like I did, your book is your product. So that makes you a business owner by default because you're selling a product. Okay. I have to tell people this because people are in the mindset of, oh, well, it's just a memoir. It's just my story. No, it's actually a product that you could sell to help inspire other people to tell their story or just learn from your life. Right. So had to get that out of the way because people just think that when they write something and they put it on Amazon, they just feel like people are just going to go get it, right? Like, why don't they just go get it? It's there. No, there's a whole strategy, and we're going to get into that a little bit. But Christina, I want you to just tell a little bit about your story, your background, how you became a writer. Like, was it something that you always wanted to do as a child, or how did that come about?
Well, actually, being a writer is something new to me in my realm, in my life. I would actually say I was pretty much a C student when it comes to writing back in my high school days. So that wasn't something that like resonated with me in regards to writing until recently. So about a year ago, actually almost a year to date, I I was able to venture out of my full time work, working in a corporate environment, into my entrepreneurship stage. And when I did that, I wanted to make sure that I also provided the tools that were needed for those who were entering into my business that I was helping, so that they would be able to be successful as well, because part of my passion is to help others achieve success with what they want. So a little bit about my story. About a year ago, I was working for a Fortune 25 company, and this company is amazing. I have nothing bad to say. However, at that time, they were going through a downsizing where they were letting go 2,000 people. And my department was impacted very heavily with those 2,000 people, which also included my position. It was a six-figure salary, and it was an amazing job. However, they gave me about an 8-week notice per se, letting me know that my position was eliminated and I would have to either do what I can to get a separate position within the company or be separated with them. So at that moment, um, I wanted to say that while I had a lot of mixed feelings, let's just put it that way, I also felt that it was time for me to start something of my own, which allowed me to start my Roman Coaching Academy platform to help others to do the exact same thing that I was doing at that moment, which was starting up a new business. And the writing aspect actually came from journaling. So I was journaling every day and writing down my thoughts and helping myself. I would actually write affirmations to myself of what I will be doing and where I will be in my journal. And I thought this would be an excellent tool to help someone do the same thing. So, part of my writing journey was creating this journal for my students in my courses, and which basically turned out to form the volume one of the journal that I have for redefining success. It's an empowering affirmations, 31 affirmations in the journal, one for each day, for employees transitioning into entrepreneurship.
Yay. I love it. Y'all know I'm excited because she's journaling. I'm so excited about that.
No,
When
and
did
we met. Remember when we met? It was because you had a very dear friend of mine and coach of mine, Carolyn, posted. Was it Carolyn or was it? No, it was Desiree Cruz. Someone posted you and they said Latasha's having a writing summit, and it was free. So that I will tell you
free
that's what got
99?
me there. And I
Free.
said, you know what? Why not? Because writing is not a passion. So I know that I needed some coaching guidance. However, I knew that with the writing that I've been doing, I've gotten so much better. I learned throughout college how to write and so forth. And I wanted to make sure that my writing was up to par because I knew I would be releasing more. So
Yay.
when she posted your thing, I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and join. And when I joined, um, I attended, it had to be a Tuesday night or something to that nature.
Mhm.
And when I joined, you asked me about myself and so forth, and I introduced myself, and it was amazing. You did exercises with us that allowed me to kind of release. It was almost like a mini brain dump, but you didn't give us like a whole lot of time to brain dump.
Yeah.
But during the 30 seconds that you gave us topics. We brain dumped. We went into other topics. You were very invested in what we had to say, think, and write. And that actually attracted me to others, attending your different seminars and so forth, has been amazing. So I'm very glad to be a part of that and glad that you have me here.
Yay. Thank you so much. Y'all, I didn't pay her to say that. Okay. I did not. And you heard it was a free 99 class. So you can get a lot out of a free 99 class, y'all.
Yeah.
And you have to take the time to invest in yourself. And with those clinics, it was 2 hours most of the time. So you have to invest, even if you're not putting in the money, you have to put in the time to really go through and do those writing exercises. And I only give you 3 to 4 minutes or 5 minutes because I don't want you to overthink. A lot of times we overthink and then we don't get anything done. So, wow, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that. Was
Yes.
that this year, 2024?
That was 2024. I tell
Okay.
you what, it had to be March of
Okay.
2024 to April because it's been quite a bit now.
Okay.
But I remember starting and learning about different communities that were out there, especially with writing and coaching. And learning about yours was one of those that I would highlight as a goodie.
Yay. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Kudos right there. I love, like you said, you're right. I'm totally invested, totally passionate about people, writers of all ages, but mostly women over 40 because we put everybody else before ourselves. And then when it comes to ourselves, we're like, wait a minute, where's my cup? My cup is not full, but you have to take the time to fill it up yourself. And that's what I love to pour in. So I'm glad you mentioned that. Thank you for mentioning that I was completely vested into you because I am. I really want to pull out the best and I want you to see that. Like, that's the beauty of writing. You get to see how brilliant you are. When it's on paper, you're like, whoa, who wrote that? Some days. Other days, you're like, oh, who wrote that? Like, it's an emotional roller coaster, y'all. So, but you got to just keep doing it. You have to put in the reps. Otherwise, it's like going to the gym. You don't put in the reps, you get no results. You get no outcome. And then you're just upset with yourself because you're still in the same spot a year from now. So let's talk about what a difference a year makes because you started out talking about the beginning of your business and you didn't like purposely decide, oh, I'm going to do a business. Like you were forced.
Yes.
So how long ago was that? What was the timetable like?
The timetable was about 8 weeks. I got the news that my position would be ending, and within that time frame, I had to decide what was I going to do next. Um, Besides the regular emotional roller coaster that comes along with being let go from a corporate company, I felt that I needed to place myself in the position to where I would, one, that I would win, and then two, that I would not allow myself to be placed at the mercy of someone else's business. So
Amen.
that's kind of what catapulted the want for me. Then I asked myself, what am I good at that I can help other people with? Because I feel that when uh, not to be selfish is super important to me, and to make sure that I share with others the things that I know and the things that will help them grow as well. And we can do it together.
I love it. So now you're taking that experience, you're pushing it further even more, not only to help yourself, but also to help other people. Tell us about your ideal client.
My ideal client is actually someone who is like myself. It's someone who knows that they're capable, who knows that they have an impact that they're ready to give to other people. Um, and it's someone who is ready to go out on a leap of faith and step out into their own. So it could be someone who is needing side hustle to supplement income so that they're, working their 9 to 5 and doing something on the side, and you want to do it properly. And then it could be someone also who is venturing outside of the corporate world and deciding to do something on their own. And that ideally is my client who is getting started, wants to do it right, knows that they have impact, that's coming with whatever they're planning on doing with their business, and needs a little bit of guidance to help them skip the struggle of starting new, the mistakes that many have done when it comes to starting businesses, or lack of starting that business properly, and then they get into a money making realm, and then it's like, oh shoot, what do I do? So
Yes.
just make sure that you do it right from the beginning, and things will go smoothly as they progress.
I love it. Absolutely love it. So let's talk a little bit because I do have people in my community on Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube who do come and ask me once the book is done. They're like, okay, coach, what do I do now? And I'm like, okay, now you start the marketing and the sales. And they're like, well, how do I do that? And I'm like, well, that's a whole nother ball of wax. And what I refer people to is I tell them, okay, you probably need to go see a business coach. And I'm not a business coach. So if y'all are in this video, you're watching this even on the replay after this, you need to book a call with Kristina. She is a business coach. She can help you set up your business the right way. You heard her say that. Help you shorten your learning curve because as a teacher, I didn't know anything about business when I first started, like 7 years ago, when I first wrote a book and I started getting into publishing, sales, and marketing. I had to go to coaches and get coached on how to start a business. I knew how to teach. I didn't know how to sell, how to market, how to promote, how to run a promotion. I didn't know any of the stuff that I do now, how to do a book launch. I had to go get a coach, make the investment of the time, the energy, and the money. And I had to do my homework so that I could be successful. And so I know that's the same thing that you've done. And anyone who is successful, we've had to just put in the work. So, what do you recommend for somebody who is kind of on the fence? Like they've been thinking about starting a business, but they've been kind of like hesitant, kind of like double dutch. Like they're going in there, they're like, oh, da, 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 and then they back up. What do you have to say to somebody who's kind of like shrinking back and thinking that now's not the time to start their business?
What do I have to say to someone who is thinking it might not be the time? I would say, let's go. The time is now. You don't want it to be tomorrow and say, man, yesterday I could have.
Mm-hmm.
So if you start, then tomorrow it will be like, okay, let's go, keep moving. Because
Yes.
every day we're going to be moving forward. Every day you're doing something for yourself, your life, and potentially your new business. So a month from now, 2 months from now, 3 months from now, do you want to be and still in the brainstorming process, or do you want to be in the I've started now, where how do I move forward process? Because those, while it may seem like it's the same thing, they're very two different places. And you want to be in the position to where, okay, I've got everything taken care of. Now let's make the money and let's go ahead and start impacting. Let's do what it is that you desire in your heart to do for others.
Yay, I love that. I absolutely love that. And this is an important conversation, especially for women, because we have, if we look at our lifespan, right? We look at the time that we spend at work, it's like more than half of your life.
Right.
If we look at the time that we spend working, sleeping, doing laundry, cleaning, like you don't have a whole lot of years left, y'all. When you really think
Right.
about it, you really think about it. Like, what is the average lifespan of a female? 84, 86, 87. If you live in Japan, I did some research. 87, right? So you think about that. If you don't start whatever you want to have today, 5 years from now, you'll be sitting in the same chair at the same house, frustrated with your life, wishing that you would have done something different, right? And let me give you a clear illustration. Okay, it's 2024. 5 years ago, I was teaching in a classroom and I was irritated and frustrated because I was no longer fulfilled with that job. I taught for almost 20 years and I started thinking about starting a business, but I was scared and I had to overcome that fear and just get started. And if I had not done that, I would still be sitting. Can you imagine this? I would still be sitting in my classroom teaching with my little cardigan sweater, right? grading papers, doing the same, passing out the same worksheets. Because as a history teacher, it's the same worksheets. As an English teacher, it's the same essay prompts. You do the same thing every year. And I'm like, I can't do that. I have to reinvent myself and do something different like every week because I get bored. So imagine that if I was still teaching and I had not started this business, coached anybody. I've coached over 50 people to write their books. Like that's, I can't even wrap my head around that, right? Like there's over 800 people in my community that come to me for training. They come to me for mentorship, coaching, and I'm passionate about it. Just as passionate as I was when I was in the classroom, even more now. And guess what? This pays way better, y'all. Way better
That's right.
in everything, in time, energy, money, peace of mind, love, fulfillment, all of that. Abundance, right? Abundance is not just dollars in your bank account, it's freedom. It's a lifestyle where you could work anywhere, you could do anything you want. That's what we want, right? So you have to start building that now. You can't wait till 5 years from now. You can't wait 10 years from now. You have to start today. Kristina said, let's go.
Let's go.
Kristina said, let's go. Y'all know I've been telling you that for years already. Let's go. Okay. So thank you for that, Kristina. Tell us about crushing limiting beliefs. We need this.
So, um, part of my dilemma for many years, because not only did I start my business when I was forced out of corporate America, but part of my dilemma was I've had the idea of venturing into entrepreneurship many times in the past. However, I there was always that something, and I think everybody's something is different, but there was always that something that prevented me from starting. And I know for sure it was part of my limiting beliefs. And my something, again, it may be different than your something, so I won't specifically say what those somethings are. But the apprehension of getting started, the wondering if you possibly could get started, the ideas that you have and maybe loaded with so many ideas that you don't know which one to start with, because you're one of those who are very special to be able to impact in a lot of ways. So not knowing where to start, what to start with, how to start with can be debilitating at times when it comes to starting a business. So I have a course that is called Crushing Limiting Beliefs. And there's a system that's used. It's 14 modules long, and this system helps you identify where your limiting beliefs lie. With identifying which limiting beliefs you have, it also helps you cope with those limiting beliefs and learn how to overcome them on a daily basis. You know, what to do to overcome, what to do to retrain your unconscious mind. How do you get over certain things and then move on to the next topic? And you'll realize that there could possibly be a lot more than what you realize on the surface, with lots of help to guide you through uncovering and unfolding what limiting beliefs you may have and how to overcome them.
Wow. Thank you for creating that course.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. And I love it because so many people come to me and they say, I want to write a book, but I have too many ideas. I'm like, okay, so here's what you do. Or I want to write a book, but I'm not exactly sure what I want to write about. Okay, so here's a worksheet, right? I have a worksheet for everything. They complete the worksheet and they still don't know how to get started. Well, what I've discovered is that there's some kind of a mindset block, right? There's something that's keeping them stuck. And you said it. I don't know what your something is,
Yep.
right? And sometimes we don't know what it is. So we have to go through a course or a framework or a step by step process. And so look at you guys. She's created something for you to go through the process, go through the modules, do the exercises so that at the end of the journey, you will understand what it is that's blocking you. And it's like if you're driving down a street and there's a storm and there's a tree that fell down, you can't go anywhere until that tree is removed. You can't remove it on your own. So you got to go hire a team, right? To physically come remove the tree, and then you can move forward on your journey, right? So that's why Christina is here. That's why she does what she does, to help you move those things out of the way so you can do exactly what you were meant to do in the first place. Okay. All right. So tell us about this Black Friday sale you got going on. I love
So
it.
Black Friday is here. I hope everyone had a phenomenal Thanksgiving and had time with their families and doing the things that they love to do and enjoy. And the holiday time, we know that Black Friday is the sale of the year, right? So I'm offering anyone who wants to enroll into the Crushing Limiting Belief course 30% off today using the coupon code Black Friday 2024. So at checkout, you would enter Black Friday 2024, no spaces, and then it will allow you a 30% off of the course itself. And that sale does end on Sunday night, 11:59 p.m.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, y'all, you heard it, 30% off. The name of the course is Crushing Limiting Beliefs. I'm going to put that in the show notes underneath this video. So for those of you that are on YouTube, tonight, all of her links will be uploaded so that you can take advantage of this right away, right? We don't want you to wait until Sunday, 11:59. Like, we want you to get it now so that you can start your journey. And a year from now, you could be completely, your life can look completely different, right? Tell me and tell us, because I'm nosy, a year ago or 2 years ago, what was different from the way your life is right now?
Right now, I think perspective is a lot better on what's important to me in my life. About 2 years ago, I was working full time. I devoted most of my waking time to the company that I was working for, and I found pride in that. That was somewhat of my identity. Being a senior manager at that company, and knowing that leadership, which was is my calling, leadership and helping and guiding and building other people up is my calling, and I was doing that within the company, and I had that platform. I realized that 2 years later, circumstances have changed. What's really important in life, to me, is family, love, appreciation, and helping others do what they are supposed to be doing to basically spread the love. It's almost like a power effect where you know sharing love and spreading love, it's exponential. So I think that what's important to me now is much different than what it was 2 years ago, and I can only imagine what's going to happen within the next year, just 1 year, what's going to happen and how my perspective will adjust. I have some life things happening, just like everyone else, and we're growing through it, and we're improving in business, and we're doing all these great things. And as I help others get to where they want to be, how that will impact me as well. Continue to do that.
Yay. So your perspective, your glasses have changed, right? Like you
Absolutely.
had a certain
2020.
lens. And then you put on a different lens. So now it's all about family, fulfillment, freedom.
Yes.
It's all about you being able to serve at a higher level, being excited about what you do every
Yeah.
day. And people don't realize this. We chase after the six-figure income, and then when we get it, we're still not fulfilled. We're still like,
There's
what
always more,
what
and
else?
it's a cycle, right? You get there,
Yes,
and it's like
yes.
I was here in my mind a couple
Hmm.
years ago. You get there, and it's like, oh, Okay. And then
Okay.
you keep going and you do the same thing over and over again. So if you operate in a passion that you have, or if you operate in love and in giving, then for me, that fulfills me and it gives me internal peace, which allows me to give that to my family and my friends and my loved ones, and those that I'm working with in business.
I love it. That's absolutely beautiful. So listen up. For those of you that are still here, we've been here almost half an hour. Thank you for tuning in. Go ahead and tell us where you're from. Tell us if you are on Facebook, because we're streaming on Facebook. So just type Facebook if you're here with us live. If you're on LinkedIn, type in LinkedIn. And if you're on my YouTube channel, type in YouTube. We want to acknowledge you. We want to give you a shout out. We want to say thank you for being here. And even if you're watching this on the replay after the fact, I want you to put hashtag replay, because we will come around and say hello and connect with you and find out how we can support you on your journey. If you have a book, you're going to have a product, right? That's a product. And if you want to go all in with your business, or if you even want to like do a little tiptoe and start the business, Kristina is the business coach for you. You need to book a virtual coffee with her, because she has some amazing things happening this year and also in 2025. So let's fast forward over to 2025, because in a year from now, we already know we're going to be on a dream vacation. We already know what's going to be happening because we're planning it now. A lot of us just kind of go through life and we don't really plan, so we don't know where we're going to be a year from now, but we are intentional and on purpose about our planning. So we know where we're going to be. We know the itinerary. Where are you going to be a year from now, Kristina?
I'm gonna be in Japan and Tokyo, and I'm going early so I can live it out in Tokyo and do the whole tourist thing with my cameras in the middle of the street, taking pictures and videos, and then cruising around the lovely island of Japan.
Ooh-wee. See, this is something that we don't think about enough. Okay. When you become an entrepreneur, you get to hang out with other entrepreneurs and you get to do things that you enjoy the most. So for me, it's education and travel. Those two come together. That's what I love. It's the same with Kristina. When I put this vision out, this idea, it was an idea in my head and I put it out. Kristina was the first person to sign up. She was like, "Oh, that's already on my bucket list. That's already on my vision board. Let me show you." She sent me a picture of the vision board. I was like, "What? That's your dream too? Okay, let's go. Let's do it." And she was like, "I'm in. I'm in. No jokes. Let's go." So when you step into your purpose, step into your dream, you're going to find other people that are like minded, who are like, "Oh, you want to do that? I'm going to go do that with you. Let's go." How about that? I love it. I love it. So tell us a little bit about what it is that made you say yes to going on the retreat.
Lots of reasons, but the main reason was I told myself that I will not allow myself to pass up opportunity anymore. So that actually came to me, I want to say maybe 4 to 5 months ago, because when you begin something new, and I think our viewers may agree that you want to see how things go, or you might not really know, like, oh, let's try certain things or whatever. I was to the point to where I was trying but unsure, and I said, no, 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 not anymore. I think opportunity comes to those who take the opportunity and use it accordingly, because opportunity can pass you right by and you be in the same spot that you were, and you be like, man, what if? So I don't want any what if moments. So when the opportunity came, I did a vision board with my best friend last year. And on my vision board was Tokyo, Japan. And when Latasha brought it up, I was like, okay, this is something that I've wanted. It was in my heart. It was something that um, I can see myself doing. Therefore, it came on my vision board. And I just knew that it was something that was going to happen, whether it was in November of next year or at another time in my life. It is going to happen. So I know it was meant to be. And when you mentioned Japan, I was like, let's go. Yes, I have to. Like, I could not allow that opportunity to pass me by, and then me wish that I was there, because wishing I was there does nothing for me internally, personally. It's the gratification of the journey of getting to there, which I actually am starting to fall in love with the process. So that's why I jumped on the Japan idea.
Yay. Well, I have a spot. I didn't tell you this in the beginning, but I've got two spots for you. You are going to be doing a workshop.
Mhm.
So pick whatever you want to teach in your workshop. You're going to be doing that on the trip
Oh,
during the cruise. It's a cruise, y'all. So we'll be on the cruise ship doing a lot of these activities. We have a spot for our own workshop. So you're going to be one of the workshop facilitators. And then also, you have a keynote spot as well. So you'll be doing those two things. You'll be on stage twice.
I love it.
So let's go ahead and wrap this up because we've already been on here way more than 30 minutes. I do want to give a shout out though. We have someone watching on LinkedIn. Her name is Cherie Burrell. So she says, greetings from Burwell Worldwide, Beverly Hills. I think that's Beverly Hills, California. Welcome, Cherie. Welcome to the conversation. We're so glad that you are here. Thank you for watching. For those of you that are here live, please like this video, share this video, comment in the comment section because that allows us to get more content out to more eyeballs. And that helps us to serve more people at a higher level. So I appreciate you guys doing that while you're on here live. Again, if you're on the replay, make sure that you put hashtag replay. And if you have a question, type in your question. We will wrap around because we're always watching. We're always looking at our content to see who we can serve, how we can serve, what the questions are. So make sure that you interact and engage with us. Otherwise, we don't know that you're there. Okay. All right, so that is the end of our time. I do want to make another announcement about the Black Friday sale. Make sure you guys take advantage of the 30% off of the course. The coupon code is Black Friday 2024. And Kristina has a lot of good stuff. She's got two links that we're going to share in the show notes. So make sure you click on those links. Make sure that you book a coffee. Tell them really quickly, what can they expect when they book a virtual coffee with you?
Well, one, I would love to get to know you, just about who you are, where you're from, what you like to do, and some ideas that you currently have for yourself, and what you're thinking about starting, or um, whatever you have that you're conjuring up. I know a lot of you have different concepts, different ideas. So I would love to get to know who you are specifically and personally. So having a virtual coffee with me is about 30 minutes long. I will introduce myself as well as, ask some questions and to get to know who you are a little bit more. And it's just an introduction call. We'll connect, and then we can see if there's anything that I can do to help you or service you.
Yay. All right. That's pretty straightforward, right? That's pretty direct. So you guys know what to do. You've been given your instructions. You know if this opportunity is for you because it's been swimming around in your mind for a long time. And so now that we're saying it out loud, you're watching this for a reason. You don't need any more confirmation. This is already your confirmation. You've been put on notice, you've been called out. So now it's time for you to take action. Thank you so much, Kristina Roman, for being here today. How can we get a hold of you? Where do you spend the bulk of your time on social media?
Social media is, I'm on Facebook all the time. I think my bubble stays green even in the middle of the night. But so
Probably.
Facebook it is Kristina Roman, um, Kristina with a K, Roman Roman, and feel free to friend me, follow, and you can also catch me on LinkedIn or Instagram. But for the majority of the time, Facebook is my thing.
Yay. Thank you so much. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
you.
Thank you
And
for
I will
having me.
see you. I will see you in on the internet streets, right?
Yes, girl.
All right, lady. You have a good evening. Thank you so much for being here so late on Black Friday. I appreciate you and good luck with your sale.
Thank you. Thank you. I look forward to chatting with you all who's watching as well.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for tuning in and being here live. You heard Kristina Roman. She has a crushing limiting beliefs course that you want to make sure that you take advantage of right now. 30% off. The coupon code is Black Friday 2024. You want to take advantage of that for three reasons. Number one, because you all have limiting beliefs. I have limiting beliefs. But the difference is when you go and get a coach, when you go take a class, when you get into a group, right? And you get around other people who are also trying to achieve something great, you can help each other succeed. And that's what this is about. She created the course so that you could sit down and do some homework and do some reflecting with yourself, right? Thinking about where you are in your life, where you plan to go, and why you're not there yet. That's what this crushing limiting beliefs course is all about. You need to figure out what it is that you need to do and how you need to move beyond what is happening. And then when you're ready and you understand what is happening in your mind, then you can book a call, you can hire a coach, you can join a program and get some accountability so that you can finally accomplish the things that you want to accomplish because you can't do it by yourself. So that's number one. Okay. Number two is because it's on sale. Everybody loves a deal, right? Like nobody wants to pay full price for things, for anything. And so that's why we do a Black Friday sale. So that's number two. And then the third reason why you need to take advantage of this is because Kristina Roman is one of those coaches that really cares about people and serves at a high level. She's one of those people who is really putting in the time and the energy to serve each person. You heard her say during the coffee chat, she honestly wants to get to know you, your goals, your passions, your dreams, and she wants to put you on the right path. She's not just looking for your sale, right? Sales are good, but we're not just looking for sales. We're looking for an opportunity to give information to people that are actually going to make a transformation in their life. You heard where she was a year ago. You heard where I was 2, 3, 4 years ago. We are in a completely different place in life, in our station, in our mind, right? And it's because we already sat down and did the homework and figured out our limiting beliefs. We move them out of the way so that we can move forward. And that's all we want you to do. We don't want you to take these huge leaps, right? We want you to take a baby step because baby steps are still steps. And so you have an opportunity right now to take advantage of this Black Friday deal. And so if you're ready, the link will be down here for you under the comments. Make sure that you check. Okay. If you are not connected with Kristina yet, go ahead and connect with her on Facebook. Okay. She is on Facebook. She's on my friend list. She's in my Facebook groups. We're all over the internet, y'all. You can't not see us. So the fact that you're here, we're almost 45 minutes into this. You're still here. You're still listening. That means this is for you. There's something in this message that is specifically custom designed for you. So we want you to go ahead and take action. Don't continue to just sit there on the fence. Get up, do something. You heard her say, let's go, let's go. And for those of you that have been dreaming about going to Tokyo, you've been putting Japan on your bucket list forever, there's an opportunity to work with me, be a part of my anthology and my mastermind for 2025. You need to connect with me directly, or you can comment underneath this video, Tokyo 2025, and I'll send you the information about my writing retreat, which is going to be super fantastic and freaking phenomenal. Okay. All right, you guys, that is it. That is all we have for you tonight. Have a beautiful Black Friday. Have an amazing Saturday, Sunday, Cyber Monday. Go buy something that's going to help you make a transformation in your life. And we love you. We'll see you in the next video.